What's up, people? It's Carson here, and today I'll be telling you how to actually burn belly fat and fat everywhere else. In this video, I'm going to be addressing some common misconceptions and explain the only factor in weight loss. And before you say I'm different from everybody else, this applies for everybody, whether you're 40, 14, a guy or a girl, or if you're trying to lose weight for health reasons, or if you just want a six-pack. Works the same for everybody, just different numbers. So yeah, let's get into it. So let's start with some misconceptions with ab exercises. Spot reduction, also known as targeted fat loss, is the idea that you can target certain muscle groups and burn fat only in that area. Based on the majority of scientific evidence, however, this is completely untrue. This doesn't happen. Your body burns fat overall at the same rate, not in certain body parts. If you're interested in the science, I'll have some scientific studies linked down below in the description. I'll also have a Jeff Nippard analysis video down below if you want to watch that. So why do we do abs if you can't burn fat over your belly? Well, you are strengthening your core, and if your body fat is low enough, like around 8 to 12% for guys or around 15 to 20 for females, then you will be defining your abs a little bit more. The same thing applies for other muscle groups such as arms or legs. Say doing curls or tricep extensions aren't going to burn fat in that area. It will make them bigger, put on more muscle. However, you're going to have to lower your overall body fat if you want to cut that fat off of that area. So now this leads us to cardio. Cardio is basically defined as exercises that raise your heart rate. Based on this, cardio is technically the most demanding of energy out of all other sustainable exercises. However, there is still a better way. We need to understand that our bodies are metabolic machines. We are efficiently designed to run on as little energy as possible, and anything else we consume, the excess calories, they are stored as fat. So let's take this as an example. An average 150-pound person jogging for 30 minutes burns 250 calories about, which is roughly one slice of pizza. I don't know about you, but I would rather not eat that slice of pizza than run for 30 minutes. Before you at me, I acknowledge the cardiovascular health benefits of cardio. However, with the number one goal of weight loss, it's pretty beneficial to understand exactly how much cardio is benefiting your weight loss. So as you could probably guess, that leads us to restricting your calories. The only way you can consistently lose weight is to be in a caloric deficit, meaning calories in is less than calories out, or how much calories, how much energy your body uses based on your metabolism and how much activity you are engaged in every single day. Calories are, after all, a unit of energy, and according to the law of conservation of energy, you can't create or destroy energy. So it kind of makes sense that a caloric deficit equals a weight loss, and a caloric surplus, if you're trying to gain weight, equals weight gain. So now let's get into actually counting your calories. So I suggest using a calorie tracker app like MyFitnessPal, which helps you search and input certain foods into your daily log. And I also suggest using an online calculator. I'll have this one in the description below, so you can calculate how many calories your body needs to perform its functions and to maintain your body weight. You should also understand that roughly 3,500 calories equals 1 pound of body fat. So if you take off 500 calories of your maintenance every single day, that equals, 7 times that's 3,500. That equals 1 pound of body fat lost in a week. Now, I really suggest starting out doing this. It's not too much trouble. It's just about 30 seconds every time you eat. And it teaches you about the nutritional value of the foods that you're eating. If you think that's too much, then I don't know of any other way to put this, but you're probably just wasting your time because you're probably not going to invest that much energy into losing weight. So Carson, what about those diets like keto, veganism, paleo, cleanses, stuff like that? Well, first things first, there are no metabolic advantages to these diets. That being said, these diets can work, but only if they put you in a caloric deficit based on the types of foods that you're allowed to eat. However, since caloric restriction is not the #1 goal for these diets, it's pretty easy to gain weight on these diets, since some of the foods that do meet these diet requirements are pretty calorie dense. If you're interested in more analyses of these diets, I'll have some links to some studies down below in the description. Now for calorie counting, two of the best tools you can use to help you meet your goals are meal prepping and calorie cycling. I'm sure you've heard of meal prepping, but it's also good to know that cooking your meals a few days beforehand can be very cheap and time effective. Now, calorie cycling is just a little bit of breathing room if you don't want to stick to such a strict diet all the time. Say if you have a cheat meal that you want to make up for, you can sort of subtract it from one day and add it to another. So it's just basically making adjustments so you'll meet your calorie requirements long term. Say for example, you have a maintenance of 3,000 calories. So you're wanting to lose about a pound per week, so 2,500 every single day. But say you have a cheat meal on this day and you consume 3,000 calories instead of 2,500. Now you make up for it the next day by eating a little bit less. And say you have, or you anticipate going out on the weekends with some buddies or whatever, and you consume more then, you can make up for it earlier in the week by consuming less there. That's a 0, by the way. So you still meet that average of 2,500 a day, and chances are you'll still lose about a pound per week. Well, this kind of brings us to the end of the video. Just understand that in a caloric deficit, you're gonna feel like crap. You're gonna be hungry. You're probably gonna be a little hangry. You're gonna be a little tired, weak. Just know that that means your body's consuming fat for energy and means your diet's probably working. So stick to it. Stay away from foods you don't need to eat. Stay strong and don't cheat. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them at me in the comments below. I'll be sure to get to them. If it's a big enough topic, maybe I'll make a video on it. Thanks for watching, guys, and be sure to like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more content, and remember, size is a prize.